Hey, I was lucky enough to get my hands on a Quest 3 recently, so I just want to give you guys my thoughts on the headset after around 150 hours of usage. But I guess I gotta start at the beginning, so the unboxing for the Quest 3 is actually really simple. You don't really get much in the box, and it is a much smaller box, so, props to Meta for trying to help the environment, I guess. You got the headset, you got a couple controllers, you got a charging brick and a USB-C to USB-C cable, and some booklets, and that's about it. It's a box. It has a thing in it. Very cool. The first thing I noticed about the Quest 3 is its weight. This is a solid little chunk of technology. I gotta hand it to Meta here. The headset feels really sturdy, it feels well made, and it's surprisingly comfortable to wear. But I did start to notice the weight of the headset after about 40 minutes or so of playing. This could totally be attributed to me just being more used to Halo-style head straps like the one the Quest Pro has, or like the Bobo VR2 battery strap that I use for my Quest 2. These Halo-style straps do a really good job of alleviating the pressure you feel on your forehead and cheeks that we're used to getting from these stock straps that come with Quest headsets. But I can definitely see myself upgrading to a third-party option, or maybe even 3D printing an adapter for an old head strap. I've seen some people do that, and it looks pretty good. Also, in the vein of comfort, I think we should talk about the IPD adjustment and the FOV of the headset. Gone are the days of the 3 options for IPD. The Quest 3 now sports an adjustment wheel on the bottom left of the headset, which means I don't have to dig my finger in between my face and the lenses when my nose inevitably pushes the lenses apart. The field of view of the Quest 3 has been measured to be around 110 degrees horizontal and 100 degrees vertical, which is a slight improvement from the Quest Pro and a pretty big jump from the Quest 2. The Quest 3 is also rocking 24 pixels per degree with a resolution of 2064 by 2208 per eye, so no matter which headset you're coming from, you can expect a sizable upgrade in screen resolution. I personally use the Quest Pro almost daily, and I immediately noticed how much crisper the lenses look in the Quest 3 from the moment I saw the Meta logo on startup. The edge-to-edge clarity is seriously impressive, but to really get into the meat and potatoes here, the Quest 3 is now equipped with the new Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 processor, and holy smokes, Batman, the feeling and performance is palpable. I cannot understate how much snappier this CPU makes the Quest platform. See what I did there? Snappier, Snapdragon. My bad. The best example I could think of this massive power boost is, in the past, when I would use the Quest 2 or even the Pro in an attempt to make content. The headset would basically grind to a screeching halt in terms of frame rate. Trying to record at landscape resolution while playing a game like Dungeons of Eternity, for example, video on that coming soon, is hardly worth it because while the footage comes out looking fine, the actual playing the game part is borderline unplayable at almost all times. Trying to do something as simple as opening the Oculus menu in-game was a laggy mess on older headsets. But now I can honestly say that I've played multiple titles, including multiplayer games, while recording at 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, all while being in a native voice call on the Quest 3, and the headset doesn't even f***ing sneeze at it. No hiccups, no overheating, controller pop-ups, no jitters or lag, no tracking loss. To quote the god of our universe, Todd Howard, "It just works." This aspect of the headset alone makes it an easy daily driver for me, at least for native standalone stuff. Now, let's move on to something I'm kind of disappointed about, and that's the pass-through cameras. Look, fool me once with the Quest Pro, shame on you. Fool me twice with the Quest 3, I'm kind of bummed out. First of all, the pass-through cameras are a giant leap forward from the Quest 2's abysmal 1930s grainy headache machine that they called pass-through, and it's a few leagues above where I would say the Quest Pro's pass-through is at. However, it is not perfect. The quality of your pass-through experience greatly depends on how well lit your play space is, and while this isn't a big deal for some players, other people with dimly lit environments may find mixed reality games and applications to be a little lackluster, for lack of a better term. The technology itself is still incredible and absolutely mind-blowing to experience. The few mixed reality titles that I have experienced have been a lot of fun, and a great proof of concept, if nothing else. I know a lot of people have been really pushing mixed reality to its limits with the Quest 3 recently, and I love it. I've personally been doing chores around my apartment with the Quest 3 on because I can hands-free watch YouTube videos while I'm cooking or folding laundry, and it's only going to improve from here, so I'm hyped. I think Meta intends for this to be like a dev kit for MR development, but I'll keep my speculations to myself. Speaking of mixed reality, the Quest 3 is equipped with a depth sensor, which is a feature that was supposed to come with the Quest Pro, but was changed at the last minute for some reason. I can only assume that was to sell the Quest 3 to the people who bought the Quest Pro, because if the Quest Pro came with a depth sensor, why would you need to buy the Quest 3? I read somewhere that it was because people can use the depth sensor to like craft a makeshift pair of X-ray goggles, but I'm not really sure how much I believe that. I will definitely be making some videos about cool mixed reality games as more and more start to hit the market. So let me know some cool mixed reality experiences that you guys think I should keep an eye on in the future. The new Touch Plus controllers are actually pretty neat little dudes. They feel almost identical to the Quest Pro's controllers, but they are definitely much lighter as they aren't stuffed with tiny cameras and CPUs. And the new haptics powered by the VCM motor that they put right near the grip button feel great. It's really like a proper improvement from previous controller iterations. It really feels like a generational step up. I'm actually super surprised at how little I've actually been using the controllers because of how much they've improved hand tracking. Hand tracking has become super intuitive and responsive, and it feels satisfying to be able to move your screens around your room or your house just by grabbing them and taking them with you. And since pass-through is, kind of passable now, it makes multitasking with real-world tech feel a lot better than it did with previous headsets. And I'm no audiophile, but I think the speakers sound great, and that's a good thing because something that bothered the crap out of me was that the audio jack is on the wrong side of the headset, meaning I can no longer use my $100 headphones that I've been using for 3 years with the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro, at least until I get a slightly longer auxiliary cord. But it just feels like something they definitely did on purpose. They could have very easily just swapped the USB-C and auxiliary cord to the other side. Like, I don't think I don't think that would have been a big issue. But I gotta say, I do like that the Oculus logo makes a surprising return to this headset, although it feels more like an Easter egg. But yeah, if you look real closely at the USB-C port, it just it reminds us of happier times, And everybody that I've come across and asked in game has said that the microphone sounds fine, if not a little tinny, but overall not bad in the audio department. So, okay, final thoughts. The Quest 3 is a really impressive device. Meta seems to have plans to improve and add a lot in the software department in the future, with things like spatial anchors and AI celebrities or something.
Seriously? How could you not know that?
However, I don't think it's a no-brainer upgrade for everyone. If you're on the Quest 2, you're going to be able to play all the same games as people on the Quest 3, at least for the foreseeable future, just at a slightly lower resolution and clarity. Mixed reality games will most likely be delegated to the Quest 3 and maybe the Quest Pro, but if you're a Quest 2 owner, or even if you're new to VR and you've just been waiting for the next big jump in tech to pull the trigger on a new headset, then the Quest 3 is the best choice you can make for your money, in my opinion. At least the 128GB model. However, if you're like me and you're a Quest Pro owner, you may see this as less of an upgrade. While I cannot understate the increase in native performance and the sizable jump in visual fidelity, the headset lacking local dimming, which gives it those realistic blacks in dark areas of games, as well as the quantum dot layer that's seen in the Quest Pro, which gives it a higher range of colors, may cause some Quest Pro owners to want to skip the Quest 3, especially if they spend most of their time in PC VR. And while I do think the Quest 3 is one of, if not the best wireless PC VR headset right now, it may not be worth it to lose a lot of the Pro's features for some. But hey, if you like the new state-of-the-art tech and you have $534 after tax burning a hole in your wallet, then by all means try out this headset. If you get it before January, it'll come with a digital download for Asgard's Wrath 2, which kind of surprised me. I thought I had to pre-order it like way earlier to get that, but they gave it to me anyway. And that releases in December, so I'm definitely going to be making a video on that. But yeah, that's about all I have to waste your time with today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this scuffed unboxing and review. And my bad for disappearing for a while, but I just had a bunch of junk going on that kind of had to be dealt with IRL. But now that that's all over with, I should be able to put a more deliberate effort into making videos. Gonna be a lot of experimenting with video ideas from now on, so please let me know in the comments what kind of VR videos you guys are interested in seeing on this channel. I have a couple games that I want to talk about soon, so I'm going to get to work on those, but notifications definitely give me dopamine, so if you want to get me zooted on my own brain juice, hit some buttons down there. But I'll catch you guys next time. Bye now.